cardio, Pilates for posture is going to be absolutely amazing. If you sit often, drive often, maybe work at a computer, things like that. We're going to really focus on just opening up the chest, really getting us standing nice and tall, sitting nice and tall, and finding that proper, beautiful Pilates posture. We're going to start standing just at the center of your mat, wherever feels good. I'm just going to face side so you can see me. It's a standing version of your cat-cow stretch. You'll take a big inhale, reach the hands up overhead, and then on the exhale, you're just going to take a dive forward. Chin tucks towards the chest, pulling my belly button up towards my spine. I'm in a forward fold. My spine is round here. So nice round spine. Your fingertips are just floating up off the mat. On the inhale, you're going to start to look forward, pressing your heart through the shoulder blades. You're going to lift the heart, chest up so that you're arching in the back, trying to keep the fingers sinking down towards the ground. And then on the exhale, you're just going to curl the upper body back down. Inhale, start with the head, one bone at a time, neck, then chest, reaching up, 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 arching the back, and then lowering down with control. Really making this more about the middle back, about the posture, than the low back. Little micro bend in the knees, totally fine here. Not really worried about the hamstrings too much. Work as deep as you can. We're doing one more of these. Inhale, reach the heart through. Exhale, roll all the way down. Hang out down here for a second. Release as much tension as you can. Nod the head yes, shake the head no. Feeling good to start, big inhale. Exhale, micro bend in the knees, roll it up, start with the tailbone. Restacking the spine, one bone at a time. Shoulders, neck, head are last. Gorgeous. We're going to come down here and sit on the mat next in a Z-sit or your mermaid shape. We're going to do both sides, whichever way feels more comfortable for you to start. I'm starting with my right shin back and my left leg crossed in front of me. Arms open up to that nice T. Feel as tall as you can through the spine. You're going to take an inhale, start to tip over to the left. Reach your right arm up overhead. Focus on this arc. You're trying to anchor in that right hip, reaching all the way out those right fingertips. You'll feel the muscles between the ribs opening up. That's your breath in. Now on your breath out, you just pull yourself back up to that seated position, that T. Use the obliques to get you there. Inhale, reach up and over. Notice my bottom arm bends. I'm keeping the shoulders away from my ears. Let this feel good. Opening up the side body, finding strength across the obliques as well. So stretching and strengthening while we're here. We're going to do two more of these. On the last one, you're going to hold that side bend, that mermaid shape. You're going to start to rotate your chest down towards the mat. My right elbow bends, and both my hands just come about shoulder distance apart. Notice my elbows are bent here, just like that cat-cow. I want you to look down towards the mat, towards your belly button, rounding in the spine. I'm drawing my belly button away from my thigh here, trying to round as much as possible. Pressing in through the palms. On the inhale, you're going to send the heart up, head up, looking out and away, straightening the arms, extension like your swan. So exhale, bend the elbows, round to the spine, pull it back in, recoil. And then inhale, send the heart far forward, find that extension, that nice work across the posture. Move as slow or as quick as your body wants you to here. I want you to find this as much from the center posture muscles as you can, not as much about the hips. We'll do one more like this. Inhale, reach up, 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 up. Exhale, bend those elbows. You're going to come back to your side, bend your mermaid, and then sit all the way up nice and tall. Beautiful. We're going to keep the legs how they are for this next exercise. You're going to come exactly like you're coming into that mermaid, but you're going to lie all the way down on your side. So both my hands are reaching up overhead. Notice I'm in a nice hip extension with my top leg. Top arm's going to move. You're going to reach it back behind you. You're going to follow it with the eyes. You're opening up the chest. Exhale, you just come right back where you started. Inhale, reach up, open up the chest. Exhale, come back. So try to keep your hips stacked here. You're just moving from that heart region as you breathe. Inhaling to open up the rib cage. Exhaling to come into that line. 2 more like this. On the last one, can you hold it back there? Take 2 full sets of breath. See if you can twist, opening even further. After your last set of breath, come back into that sideline position, and then just press yourself all the way back up to seated. We're going to do the same series of exercises with legs swinging around the other way. So you just swing the legs right around, same Z sit position, one shin back, the other thigh crossed in front, tapping to that toe towards your thigh. Arms are at that T. Grow nice and tall. It's your mermaid first. Inhale, go up and over, beach ball side bend. Bending into that bottom elbow, keeping your neck long. Exhale, find that T, find your obliques. Inhaling to reach up and over. Exhaling to find that T. Really let this feel good. Anchor as much as you can through that left hip, reaching all the way up out those left fingertips like an arc. You're letting the spine move here, so you're not just tipping a straight spine over. You're really thinking about that arc. Last one here, you're going to hold that side bend. You're going to start to rotate down towards the mat. Both hands come about shoulder distance apart. My elbows are bent. Pressing into the palms, I'm going to recoil, sending my belly button back, looking down. And then inhale, heart comes forward, shines through, baby swan. Exhale, look down, round the spine. Inhale, look forward, nice long arms, swan. Exhaling to curl down. Inhaling to send that heart forward. Move however big or small feels right for your body. This should feel good. You should really feel like you're working on that undulation of the spine, one bone at a time. Just do 2 more of these. Breathing through it. And then after that last one, you come back where you started, back to that side bend mermaid, and then all the way up to that T. Once you feel good here, you're sliding all the way down to that sideline position. So legs stay still, they're in concrete. You slide all the way down, both hands are reaching up overhead. On my inhale, I'm going to send my top arm back. I'm going to look over towards those fingertips, and then exhale to restack. Aiming to keep my hips still, opening just from the heart region of my body if I can. Inhaling to open up nice and wide. Exhaling to find that stability. Breathing through it here again. This should feel good. Don't feel like you're forcing it. Only move as large as you can. Again, without forcing it. 2 more here. On the last one, you know what to do. We're going to hold it back there. You're going to reach a little further. Look, look, look with those eyes. Hold here for 2 breaths. Feels good. Coming back up. And then slowly pressing yourself up. Amazing. We're going to come on to all 4s here next. Hands are right under the shoulders. Knees, they're right under those hips. You're going to tuck the toes under here. Feeling a nice stretch across the Achilles. We're going to take our plank prep. Big inhale. Exhale, just hover those knees. Can you hold this position, finding your neutral spine? Really pressing, driving through the heels here. Finding that nice movement in the ankles. That nice dorsiflexion. Breathing in. Breathing out. Holding for 3. For 2. And for 1. Drop those knees. Take a little rest. We're going to come into our full plank here next. Start with that prep. Find your form. Big inhale. Exhale, hover those knees. 1 leg at a time is going to step out behind you, about hip distance apart. Bring the hips in line with the shoulders. You're going to point the toes, rock forward. You're going to flex the feet, rock back. Pointing the toes to rock forward. Flexing the feet to rock back. This is just giving you some movement in your ankle. Sitting really often really takes out the movement in your ankle. So you might not have that much range here. Listening to your body. We're doing 2 more in each direction. And then after that last one, you're just going to drop the knees down and sit back, take a child's pose, take the weight out of the wrists. Once that weight is out of the wrist, I'm gonna have you come back forward onto all fours. We're gonna take a cat-cow stretch. So on the inhale, you'll drop the belly. You're gonna send the heart through the shoulder blades once again, finding that extension, looking out in front of you. On the exhale, start with the tailbone. You're gonna round, wave, one bone at a time, until finally the crown of the head looks down towards the belly button. You're gonna start with the head as you wave the spine into that extended cow position. And then you'll start with the tail as you wave the spine into that round, angry Halloween cat position. 2 more of these in each direction. Really focus on that bone by bone movement. We're strengthening here just as much as we're stretching. It's your last one. Inhale, open to cow. Exhale, curl into that angry Halloween cat. And then find neutral. You're going to take the right foot, reach it long back behind you, scoop the knee all the way up forward until you're in a baby lunge. Once you're in this little lunge, I want you to send the heart forward once again. Come up onto the itty bitty tips of the fingers, and then bring the hands to the hips. You're going to press the pelvis forward here, little itty bitty tuck of the tailbone. You're going to find length across the psoas. Hip flexors get super tight when we sit often. Really, really good for our posture. Breathe in here, little baby back bend, and then breathe out. Hands come forward, they frame the foot. You're going to start to straighten the right leg, and you're going to lean back, hips towards that left heel. You're going to peel the right toes up towards the sky. Little runner's lunge, little half split stretch. Keep the spine as long as you can. Breathe into this hamstring opener. 2 more sets of breath. And then after that last set of breath, roll through the foot, rock forward, find that lunge. You're going to take that right leg back, and we'll do the same thing on the left side here. So left knee comes forward, scoops up, places between the hands. Little baby lunge. Find your inner thighs, find your stability, up on the fingertips, sending the heart forward, hands on the hips, elevating up, find that nice tall vertical position. Tuck of the tailbone, scoop the core. Hips go forward, opening, opening across that hip as much as you possibly can. Breathing into it. Little baby back bend, heart goes up towards the sky. Look up, inhale, exhale, come all the way forward. Palms ground, lean back, straighten that left leg, left toes up towards the sky. Little half baby split. Nice long spine as much as you can. Breathing into it, really stretch out the back of that leg. Relax as much tension as you can in the whole back of the body and above that knee if you're trying to hyperextend. 1 more breath. Rocking forward, bringing both knees back under the hips. Once both knees are back under the hips, we're going to do what's called a donkey kick. We'll start with the right side. You're going to flex the right foot. Keep the bend of the knee. You're going to swing it all the way up until that foot's pressing up towards the ceiling, and then swing it all the way back down. It's an exhale to lift, inhale to lower. So we just stretched out that hip. You should feel like you have a pretty good amount of mobility here. I want you to focus on the booty cheek, the peach here, as you lift. Don't let the spine arc as you lift. Keeping that nice strong neutral, your core is active. Driving through the heel. We've got 3 more. 2 more. Hold it up there on the last one. Breathe here. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. You're here for 4 more. Use control. Exhaling on the way up. Last 2. Last 1. Bring it all the way down. Same thing on the other side. You're going to flex that left foot. You're going to keep the hinge, the bend of the knee, and you're going to swing it like a pendulum all the way up and then all the way in. All the way up, all the way in. Notice if one side has more or less range than the other. Flexing through the heel is going to allow you to find more stability in the back half of your body, hopefully helping you not to overarch the low back. Maintaining that nice neutral spine. focusing on the length in the front of the hip. We've got 3 more here. On that last one, you hold it up there. Teeny tiny with control. Hang on to that core. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. You're not leaning into that right side of your body. You're nice and square. Opening in that hip, both hip points pointing straight down towards the ground. You've got 4 more on this side. Breathing with it. Remember, the breath assists you. Last one here. Swing it all the way down. And then once you're all the way down, we're coming all the way onto our belly. Elbows wide, hands stacked on top of one another. Forehead's just going to kiss the tops of those fingers. Notice how my legs are relaxed. They're wide, they're turned out. I want you to try to keep the forehead kissed towards the tops of those fingertips. Your palms are going to lift up off the mat. It's a variation of our swan. On the inhale, you're going to peel the head, neck, and chest up away from the mat. Probably only about 2 inches. Reach the spine along and send the shoulders down into the back pockets. You'll just exhale to lower back down, find the edge of the mat. Inhale, peel up and away. Protect the low back. Keep your core on. Exhaling to lower down. Strong strengthener for those posture muscles. Backs of the shoulders. Really pull them away from the ears. Trying to lift the heart up, up, up. And then lowering down with control. Notice if the body is trying to make this come from the low back. Low back always likes to take over. You're working from the middle part of your back. We've got 3 more. Last 2 here. Last one. Come all the way down, take a rest. You're going to bring the forearms here by your sides, and you're going to lift the head, neck, and chest up into that little position you just were in. Version of our swan here, pressing into the forearms. They're about shoulder distance apart. I want you to scoop the tailbone, tuck it under, find your core. Your legs are turned out right now. You're going to turn your legs to parallel so that your knees, your thighs are pointing straight down towards the mat. Now you're looking out in front of you, keeping your neck long, thinking about the heart moving through the shoulder blades. We're going to do what's called single leg kick here. All you're going to do, bend the right leg until the heel kicks the seat. There's one version. You're going to flex the right foot, pump the heel towards the seat, point the toe, and then kick it back down. So you peel away. You flex, pump, point, pump, lower down. It's an exhale, exhale, inhale, lower. Exhale, exhale, inhale, lower. If switching from flex to point isn't working for you, that coordination isn't connecting quite just yet, feel free to just point the toe through the entire exercise. So taking that same kick, but keeping the toe pointed. Listen to your body, stabilizing across the upper body, really trying to create length in the front of your quad as you kick the seat. Focusing on the strength and the control of the hamstrings. They like to get super long when we sit often. Think about what a chair looks like, and think about if you want your body to permanently get stuck in that position. That's why we're doing this video. We've got 1 more on each side. After that last one, on each side, you're going to press into the palms, hips come all the way back, variation of your child's pose. Now, knees wide, toes kissing together is always an option. Hips nice and heavy towards my heels. Arms, they're active, they're reaching. I want you to press into the palms, and then look out past the fingertips. Sending the heart up, just like your swan, you know what to do. Variation of your cat-cow. You're going to look towards the belly button, rounding the spine. The hips leave the heels just a tap. There's your exhale. Inhale, arching the back, sending the heart forward, looking at the front edge of your mat. Exhaling to curl, feel this coming from the core. Inhaling to open the front half of the body. Exhaling to curl. Inhaling to open. Feels nice and good. Move with your breath. Remember that wave of the spine. One bone at a time. Let this feel good. Really opening up across the posture. Chest, collarbone, nice and proud. You've got 2 more of these. We're almost done for the day. After your next one here, come back to child's pose, just sit, take a breath. Stretch the shoulders up into the ears. More space between the ribs and the hips. One big inhale. Exhale, roll it up, start to restack the spine, 1 bone at a time. Once you're up there, gorgeous, we're gonna come into our thigh stretch. So what you do is you're high up on your knees, they're about 1 fist distance apart, toes as well, pressing into the top edges of your feet. You're gonna cross the hands into genie arm position. So nice bent elbows, think like I dream of genie. You're in a nice neutral spine, lifting up, 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 feeling as tall as you can. Think about your inner thighs. You're gonna inhale, start to lean back. Keep the integrity of the shape of your spine. Find the back body light up. And then exhale, pull it back up. Inhale, lean back a little further with each breath. Exhale, lift it up. You're finding your core here as well. Think of it as a reverse version of your plank. Keeping the spine long, the neck long. Your gaze stays on the horizon. We've got 3 more just like this. Breathing through it. On the last one, you probably guessed, we're gonna hold this position. You're gonna take your arms, unhook them. Arms come towards the heels of your feet. Leaning back, back, back. Send the heart up towards the sky. You're dropping the head, little baby back bend. Protect the low back. Your core is on. 2 big breaths here. Open the chest even more. Last breath here. Chin towards the chest. Slowly come up 1 bone at a time. Amazing work. That video is super important. Again, if you sit, you drive often, we really need to open up that chest, come back that position. I hope you feel amazing. I hope you feel a little taller, a little longer, and I can't wait to see you on the mat next time.